know what it is. King Joe Show. Let's get this thing popping. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome to the King Joe Show. Hey. Indiana gets. Oh man, they got to be pretty bad. And that was kind of like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying, like that was tough. But welcome to the King Joe Show. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button and understand that this is interesting. This is different. And I want to say this. Like, can we say this also? Like, I tried to tell you. I tried to prepare you guys. Don't get mad at me because I tried to prepare. You know, don't get upset with me because I tried to prepare you guys on what was going on, what's going to happen. So please, by all means, don't get upset. It's all love this way. But you know, I try to tell y'all what's going to happen and how to be, you know. I just been, you know, how it's gonna go down. I always try to tell you how it's gonna go. So you don't have to worry, okay, is this gonna do this, gonna do that. I'm trying to give you the heads up of the things that I see before this happens. And, you know, I don't know what to say. The Fever get beat 95 to 60, 35, blowout. Can we say blowout? Blowout. 95 to 60. We had the Mercury come through. DeWanna Bonner 23 points, 7 rebounds in the revenge game. Alyssa Thomas breaks it all out with a triple-double. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Satu Sabali, 50 points, 18 rebounds. And the Fever, Sophie Cunningham was 5 for 8, 18 points. Kelsey Mitchell, 12 points. Aaliyah Boston, oh my God. Golly. 4 points, 9 assists. Yeah, it looked that bad. It really was that bad. It really was that bad. It was hard. And like I said, I tried to warn you guys of what was going to happen and how this is going to go down and how this is going to be earlier today on the show that we had earlier this morning. And I legitimately said, I said, hey, watch the game, pay attention, be careful because this is what's going to happen. Right? I said, hey, you know, even Caitlin tried to warn them. I tried to warn them. Caitlin tried to warn them. And I tried to tell them, I said, hey, it's getting around that season where these top teams are going to be locked in. And when they're locked in, majority of the time, the Fever, as currently constructed without Caitlin Clark, are overmatched. And we have for the last 7 to 10 games, we've had people continuously try to say that the Fever are a better team without Caitlin Clark. And we consistently keep asking you guys, what the crap are you guys smoking? What are you guys having going on? And how you up? Get up, my darling. How you doing? Ripper, what's going on? Good to see you. You could tell, and this is what we're trying to tell people. We're trying to tell people from the beginning that the Fever finally, you know, they've been playing teams and their intensity level hasn't been, you know, all the way turned. It's kind of like they're almost disappointed that Caitlyn isn't there. So when it's time for them to play, they're actually kind of disappointed that, no, Caitlyn isn't there. Because, when Caitlyn's playing, they're playing full-blown. To the point where the Wall Street Journal is talking about, man, it's a hostile territory. You know what I'm saying? They got Caitlyn playing in a hostile work environment. They were they're so intense and so into the game. People are threatening. I mean, people are legitimately saying that Caitlyn Clark's civil rights is being abused. I mean, they legitimately said this. This is how much energy these ladies put in the game when Caitlyn Clark's playing. And for those of us that really pay attention, that have been paying attention for the league, we noticed from the beginning that, hey, the intensity is different. The intensity level is not the same when Caitlyn plays than it is when she does. The intensity level is different when she plays compared to when she doesn't play. So we've been saying it for weeks, and they're like, okay, they're Fever better without Caitlyn Clark. You know what I'm saying? They're better without Caitlyn. Already been done on. They've been saying all this stuff. And for the longest, we've been sitting here, we've been telling you, y'all have lost your mind. They're not as intense. They're not picking them up full court. They're not being as physical. They don't have the same intensity that they have with Caitlyn, because when Caitlyn's on the court, they're trying to prove a point. And so far this year, the teams are kind of like, oh, man. Caitlyn ain't playing. Caitlyn ain't playing. But what happened tonight and what happened last night is the leaders of those teams got a little bit of pettiness against the Indiana Fever and Caitlyn Clark. Y'all know Kelsey Plum, has been throwing shots at Caitlyn considerably all year. Y'all know Kelsey Plum was really down to guard Caitlyn Clark last year in the All-Star game, 94 feet in the All-Star game. And every time they play Indiana this year, Kelsey Plum is putting on her best effort to destroy them. And she had her girls with her last night. Or night before that. But last night's game, or tonight's game, rather, I know it's early in the morning, you could tell for the opening tip-off, Phoenix was sliding in. And you could tell that the intensity was going to be all the way turned up. Especially after the booing of DeWanna Bonner last game. You knew that Phoenix had this game circled on that calendar. After how they felt, you heard Kalia Copper talk about she felt it was disrespectful. You heard Alyssa Thomas be quiet and say, we're going to get him. Don't worry about it. You knew that it was coming with that intensity this game. And unfortunately, this is going to be the playoff intensity that the Fever are going to see the rest of the season. That's why Caitlyn was sitting there and trying to tell these girls, hey, stop worrying about these podcasts. Stop worrying about trying to, get branding and deals. You might want to focus on the game. You might want to focus on the game. And for some reason, these ladies wouldn't listen. So, King Joe, I came to the show and I said, listen, man. Leslie Hall, you guys are. Let's dress are fantastic. You look great. But it only works is what you do on the court. Because it don't matter if you come to the game dressed for success. You come looking great like this. Oh, I ain't mad at the pictures. Not mad at the photographer at all. Beautiful to see. But you can't come dressed like that and lose by 40. I'm sorry. Like you can't come to the game dressed to a person you lose by 40. You just can't do it. It's a bad look. And we have to be fair, because we did it to Angel. We do it to Angel all the time. We got to be fair and do it to the Fever too. Be like, hey, ladies, you look phenomenal. You look amazing. You came dressed ready for the party. And it was phenomenal, but you can't come dressed like this and lose by 40. Because what we're going to say is you wasn't focused on the game. And I know some of y'all going to say, well, Sophie had 18 points and hit 5 3. Oh, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. But as a whole, as a unit, yeah, they didn't play fair. And what happened was Phoenix Mercury came with the intensity and the intent to beat the brakes off of the end of the fever. What happened was the Phoenix Mercury came with the idea they was going to beat the brakes off the end. What's a ripper for Eds? Talking about Alyssa Thomas is too strong. People just bounce off her. Listen, Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner, those girls came with the energy that Indiana wasn't ready to match. They came with the energy that Indiana had no answer for. And you could tell for the very first tip, them girls was ready. You could tell for the very first, when the ball was thrown up in the air, them girls, they was coming to give it to you. And Indiana had no, and I mean zero answer for that type of intensity. 0%. When you saw DeWanna Bonner coming out there, and DeWanna Bonner coming, you knew off the rip, this is beef. When DeWanna Bonner hit that 3 over Kelsey, and she's running down the court. Now you see Alyssa Thomas, AT smiling. That's what AT is. AT is like the Joker. She's a silent assassin. They was not playing with you guys. This is war. And unfortunately, the Indiana Fever was not prepared for war. They weren't prepared for what they were walked into tonight. And Phoenix, oh, they were ready. They were ready. From the opening tip.
What a steal.
That's what they were telling the Indiana Fever tonight. Y'all should have been ready. Y'all should have had your hard hats on, ready to put that work in. But they weren't. They weren't prepared. And what ended up happening was they ended up getting embarrassed. 95-60. Embarrassed. And 2, we tried to tell you ahead of time. They said Sophie was we tried to tell you that ahead of time. Listen, man, and I told you earlier, VVS, the moderator, shout out VVS to the moderator. We told you guys earlier, we said, hey, we're gonna see today, Mercury's coming. And we also said, listen, the way the Indiana Fever is currently constructed, that if these teams play at their very best, without Caitlin, they're probably gonna beat us. These teams have athleticism, and it really boils down to this. Stephanie White's offense, the Miyagi-Do offense, it doesn't match this roster. And it's going to have a hard time winning the championship. You know why? Because other teams will say, okay, cool, if you're going to do that, we're just going to run you off the court. We're going to pace the space and run you off the court. And what ended up happening was, while we were sitting there trying to get the Miyagi-Do and the shots wasn't falling, AT was out there pushing the pace and getting a triple-double. A back-to-back-to-back triple-double. And not only did she get the back-to-back-to-back triple-double, what was bad about this was that the triple-double came by way of DeWanna Bonner. Look at AT, she passed it to DeWanna Bonner. Shot! From our booth fan, yeah, I love you, baby. We love you. That's right. Watch it again. She pulled, splash! It came from our nemesis. It came by way of the person that we don't like in Indiana. And I said earlier today, I said, listen, I am not going to be mad if Phoenix give us the business. I ain't going to be mad. That's what they're supposed to do. Phoenix did what they were supposed to do, and we were not able to respond. They came and they punched us in the mouth. They beat us literally and figuratively. And we walked out of this thing with actual scars and people hurt. It wasn't just the score. Now we're in a position where we don't know what in the world we're going to do. It wasn't just a score. Their size, they were physical, and they took advantage of us being miniature. They took advantage of us, our small guards, and I kept saying, I've been saying it since everybody kept talking. I said, listen, man, I know basketball. Spud Webb is cute until you get the playoffs. Then when you get the playoffs, it's a problem. Short guards are cute until you get the playoffs, until you get to the playoffs. And they don't have nobody to play off of, it's a problem. Because what they're going to do is find their tallest, most athletic defender, and they're going to put them on you. Now you got to figure it out. And what they did tonight was they put AT on Aaron McDonald. They put Kalia Copper on Aaron McDonald. They put these girls with length on our little short point guards and guards and our non-athletic wings, and they went to work. And Katie's been trying to tell y'all, I love Ari. I think Ari's going to help us. I know she's hurt now. They said she was on a boot in the cast. According to Scott, she was in the boot in the cast and on crutches after the end of the game. Because they were physical with her from the beginning. The first place they were posting them up. And I was saying that I've been saying for the last 3 weeks, I was like, man, who are these coaches? VVS said, thank God. It was not Caitlin. I've been saying for years, I'm like, yo, the WNBA coaches are I'm like, yo. And then I said last show, I said, I think the LA Sparks have given people the blueprint to how to beat the Indiana Fever. They were like, how, Key? You put a tall, athletic defender, then you treat Ari McDonald like you treat Caitlin Clark. Huh? You treat Ari McDonald like you, the scouting report doesn't change. You put a big athletic wing on Ari McDonald and you pressure her. And what it led to before her injury, 2 for 5, 40%, 0 for 3 for 3, negative 15, when she had 3 assists and 2 turnovers. You put people with length on Kelsey Mitchell. What did that lead to? And Kelsey still got her shot off. 4-17, 1 for 6 for 3, 16%. Oh, she shot 16% for 3. That's crazy. 23%. 23% for field goal. And Kelsey Mitchell was a negative 39. A negative 39. No one else had a great game. Aaliyah Boston was null and void. They had somebody that was banging with her. And I told you, and I hate saying I told you so, but I told you so. Last show, if y'all have not seen my show, go watch my last show. After you finish watching this one, watch the last show. Last show, we sat there, we had a discussion, and I was telling you guys, I said, Aaliyah Boston's working too hard to get her shot. Her numbers are down without Caitlin. Her numbers are down without Caitlin. She's working too hard to get a shot. Candace Parker tried to tell you guys. She's like, hey, what you guys are doing are admirable. It's great. But, hey, it's going to be better with Caitlin because she spreads the floor. Aaliyah Boston is working way too hard to get her shot off. She's having to bang, bang, bang. She's having to dribble the ball up the court. She's having to do moves. And listen, 1 for 6. She only got 6 shots. There's no way Ari McDonald should get more shots or Natasha Howard should get more shots than Aaliyah Boston. We literally called all this at the last show. I told you, Natasha Howard, either she's going to be a hit or miss. Either she's hitting the shot early or she's going to do nothing the rest of the game. Guess what she was today? Miss. -15. 3 for 6. 2 turnovers. Y'all want to sit here and try to play. And this is the stuff that we're getting from our coach, because our coach want to say Aaliyah Boston is that bad man in there. Our coach was in there, Aaliyah Boston is Jokic. And we're like, she's not there yet. Run the pick and roll. She's more Karl Malone. Run the pick and roll, let her get a shot off. You can't reverse pivot in there and try to post her up and get in the bucket. She's more Karl Malone, not Jokic. She can play back to the basket. She can play that high pick and roll. But if you don't have a point guard or somebody that can pass the ball to her because they can't see over the defender, they're too short. That's what I was sitting there saying. I was been saying this all ever since Ari McDonald. Everybody started talking about Ari McDonald. I was like, listen, man, Ari McDonald is cute, boy. It's dope. Like, it's a feel-good story. But at the end of the day, hey, if I'm a coach, I'm putting an athletic big on Ari, and I'm making her do. I'm using the same game plan they use against Caitlin. And we're going to make her pass the ball over us. And it led to her having 1 more assist to turnovers. Aaliyah Boston had just as many turnovers as she had points. Aaliyah Boston had 4 turnovers and had 4 points. Aaliyah Boston, 4 points. Y'all don't think this is the offense? This is why I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest. This offense is trash. But I don't blame just Stephanie White. I blame the front office. I had apricots, everybody, the whole front office. Because we've been telling y'all all season, hey, why would y'all get these players that don't even fit with Caitlin? Kelsey Mitchell looked good this game. But listen, when you play some real people and some real talent, you got to shoot over them stretched over them long arms. We'll let you get as many shots as you won't get up. Nobody else is beating us, though. It's an easy W. You want to say right, Miyagi, though. Motion offense. And then the teams are like, all right, cool. The good teams are like, we'll just outscore you. You don't have enough to outscore us. That's why she wanted to keep the game low. And we all sitting there like, nah, man, this ain't, the league is changing. The league is changing. The league is not the same. It's changing. But what did our front office do? Our front office want to go back and have flashbacks and have nostalgia and bring in old guards that don't understand that the league is changing. Bordello, she knows the league is changing. Reeves, as hard-headed as Reeves is, she understands the league is changing. How do you know that, kid? Because she went and got Dejanay. Noah Quinn, she went and got Slim. It's about how they play b-ball. Since I tell you, what's up, Randy? No, Randy, what they doing? They're playing the Miyagi no motion offense. Let's read and react. Then what do you do with a counterpunch? They ain't supposed to punch you in the face and knock you out. You shooting the ball, you running the ball, holding the ball, you going from side to side, side to side, and them folks say, all right, cool, we're going north to west and we're going to score. Alyssa Thompson say, hey, rebound, let's go, push. We used to be the fastest team in the WNBA. They did not match the intensity because this was playoff intensity tonight. You got a glimpse of what it's going to look like in the playoffs. Crowd was ruckus. Players was feeding off the crowd. 17,000 in the stands. And then you had the players with a chip on their shoulder not because normally the chip on their shoulder is like, hey, we're not gonna let Caitlin embarrass us. But the chip on the shoulder was, hey man, we ain't like the way y'all did our girl. We're doing this for DeWanna. For DeWanna. And Alyssa Thomas is the worst type villain. She's the Joker. All Alyssa Thomas needs is the pain. Alyssa Thomas is the Joker. She's the Joker. She gonna smile again. You watch her smiling. It's a toss up between who's the real Joker. Is it Alyssa Thomas? Is it Alyssa Thomas or is it Kelsey Plum? Alyssa Thomas is legitimately take you down and beat you down low, then turn around and smile at you. And it'd be crazy because she'll be bad. Everybody else be bad and breathing hard. This one be smiling at you. Running down the court smiling. The Joker. Whole team just got destroyed. That's what we do. But we understood that we know. That's why we don't listen. Listen, that's why we tell y'all not to listen to the media. Because the media be prisoners of the moment. All right? The media be prisoners of the moment. What you mean, King? They say, oh, they won 5 games in a row. They gotta be better than Caitlin Clark. What old buddy said last show? This team is better than Caitlin. They play better than with Caitlin Clark. We looking at you like, boy, you don't know what you're talking about. VVS says she has naturally be the joke. We don't know, VVS, we don't know which way. I heard that stuff. Both of them, I be smiling assassins. Y'all don't think that DeWanna Bonner dismissed something to DeWanna Bonner? This beat was so bad that DeWanna Bonner said she got her joy back. She's like, I enjoy playing basketball again. That's how bad this game was. They beat us so bad. DeWanna Bonner got to talk about, I love basketball again. Play the clip. We got the clip. DeWanna says, I love basketball again. That's how bad DeWanna Bonner beat us.
Yeah, I don't know. Emotions are kind of high. Honestly, it's just been a journey to get back to just being happy playing basketball again. Yeah, I'm just. It shows the joy of trying to find that. For a minute, basketball was kind of like off the radar for me a little bit. I didn't know if I loved it anymore. Like, we had a long conversation with Alyssa, so just to feel that again, feel that energy, feel this from that building was just amazing. And I feel like it was a game that I needed to, remind me, like, I love this. I love being here. I love Phoenix. I love playing basketball. And yeah, I can't wait to do it again.
DeWanna Bonner said, I love basketball again. The beat was so bad, I love basketball. I love playing. Can't wait to do it again. Can't wait to do it again. It's got to have, a bad fella back in love with it. Indiana, I wasn't in love with it. I wasn't sure I wanted to do it anymore. But now I'm back with my boo thing, getting the triple doubles on the team that I gave up on, and quit on it. I love the game again. This is the one. That's crazy. That is wild. That is wild. 95 to 60, 35 points. Kayla Clark still out with the groin. No timetable on the return. And they better not rush her back. Caitlin, I know they would be like, hey, it look bad. I hate to see my team lose like this. Caitlin, just sit it out. Prove your point. Mercury was locked in early. Went on 26-16 after the first quarter. Never looked bad. Never lost a quarter in this whole entire game. Fever's defensive rotation looked slow. No resistance in the paint or the perimeter. Now we got the injury stacking up. And the depth's been tested. That's why they talk about Kelsey Mitchell being there at the end of the game. That was because everybody's hurt. Sid Colson went out with an ugly injury. She may be out for the rest of the season. Pray she's not. But the way that injury happened, it looked like she may be out for a long time. Prayers for Sid. Then we came back at the end. They beat up Mighty Mouse so much, she had to go sit down. They beat up Mighty Mouse Ari McDonald so much, she ended up hurt her ankle. She's out. They said she was in a boot, according to Scott. She was in a boot with crutches. And then also, we got to talk about the disappearing act that was Aaliyah Boston tonight. Her absence was an impact. It wasn't an injury. The injury Aaliyah had tonight was injury to the insult, to, how she was playing tonight. And I'm just saying, where's Aaliyah Boston? She's having these rough stretches. Now I'm seeing more and more podcast appearances that dominate games. Aaliyah, you got to keep Caitlin tried to tell y'all, keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. Oh, yes, they beat Mighty Mouse down today. Mighty Mouse got beat down. I remember that. Keep the main thing the main thing. Indiana Fever shot 34%. 23 for 67. They shot 23%, 7 from 30. They had 22 turnovers and 32 rebounds. The top performer of the night was Sophie Cunningham. And everybody's talking about Sophie. Sophie 6 for 9. 8 for 3, 5 for 8 for 3-pointer. And people was like, Sophie's the only one that showed up tonight. Sophie was hot. She was. But at the end of the day, when you combine Sophie and then Lexi going 1 for 11, they still got outplayed by everybody. The Mercury, I know I'm being hard because I'm trying to be nice when I'm ticked off. And I know a lot of you are ticked off too. Because we deserve better. Caitlin deserves better. And then the media kept portraying that this team was better. And we kept telling y'all, nah, this team is flawed. They were seeing them Rudy Poo wins and saying, they won 5 wins in a row. We like, man, those teams are shooting like 29%. They weren't even hitting their shots. It looked like half the teams didn't even want to be there. They were like, yeah, they're big wins, and we appreciate them. We need every last one of them for the playoffs. But listen, for playoff positioning, but we were just looking at the games and going like, there's something wrong. We won 5 in a row, but we was looking like something's wrong, though. It doesn't look dominant like it should. Something's off. And we like, hey, man, we're going to let Kelsey Mitchell beat Allen Iverson. And shoot all these balls. Kelsey, Allen Iverson, AI, Mitchell. Kelsey, AI, Mitchell. Shoot 4 for 16. We're like, okay. And I told y'all. The guy was exposed tonight. I told y'all, I said, hey, you put a tall, athletic player on Kelsey Mitchell and stop her from going left. You got a chance to win the game. They don't have any other efficient scorers. Sophie Cunningham hitting 6 threes is an anomaly. That's not the That's not the regular. That's not something that you're gonna see every game. That's an anomaly. And it still wasn't enough. They needed all those points just not to get beat by 50. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The team has some flaws. And that's why Caleb was trying to tell Sophie and Lexi, hey, man, stop worrying about that brand stuff. Get out there and focus on the game. Ever since they posted that, they've lost. And I try to tell you, Kelsey Mitchell got that Chelsea great passing bag without the accuracy. She be trying to do the fancy back. She be trying to do the back of the. Y'all saw her go behind the back and hit and almost knocked the referee out. I was hit the goal, but she went behind the back and I was like, oh man, I was scared for the fans. And I like Kelsey Mitchell. I like the Kelsey Mitchell that's a part of the team that, hey, when we need a bucket, Kelsey, get us a bucket. But I don't like this Kelsey AI Mitchell that's so that they're trying to perpetrate right now. Oh, is she ready? That's true. Kelsey Mitchell is the highest paid player. I think that is true. You know, I think she signed a huge contract at the end of last year. Oh, Randy, you might have uncovered something. I know she's the highest paid player on the Fever, but is she the highest paid player in the W? No, it's Jackie Young. Jackie Young. She's the second highest. Okay, all right. Jackie Young got to make about 3,000. Jackie Young's making 252,000. Kelsey's making 249,000. Ah, now we're starting to get somewhere. Now it's starting to make a little bit more sense. Now it's starting to make you make $250,000. And in the WNBA, that's like $50 million. That's like $50 million in the NBA. That's like being one of the highest players in the NBA. She got that Jaylen Brown contract. WNBA terms. That's not funny. I'm sorry. WNBA terms, not NBA terms. The WNBA money. She got that. She got that. No, Randy. You exposed him. I appreciate you. Shout out to my boy, Randy. I appreciate you. No. We appreciate it, Randy. No. She got that Jaylen Brown WNBA contract. $300 million, but she got the 250,000. Okay, so that makes all right. So now we understand what's really going on. It's about the money. Oh, that's tough. You know, Caitlin only making 70,000. That's crazy. That is wild. No, but Kelsey Mitchell, I don't like this Kelsey AI Mitchell. I'm shooting everybody. I'm shooting all the shots. Because we live and die if you hot or not. If you're not hitting your shots, then we out of here. And that's really kind of how we got this team. Oh, that's crazy. That's really kind of how we got this team constructed as it is. You got Kelsey Mitchell's AI. You got Ari, Mighty Mouse, McDonald as Eric Snow. Oh, snap. Oh, my gosh. Aaliyah Boston is Theo Ratliff. No, how is Theo Ratliff? Aaliyah Boston is Matabo. Oh, God. Hey, listen. I'm just the man. This is how they got the team currently constructed. That's crazy. Did the Indiana Fever front office build this team around Kelsey Mitchell and not Caitlin Clark? Because we do know that Ooh, that's crazy. Thank you, Randy. You might have opened something I didn't think. I never thought about till now. Stephanie White. They've built the team around Kelsey Mitchell and not Caitlin Clark. Because guess what? The Miyagi-Do offense, that suits Kelsey Mitchell. Ooh. No. This can't be. Oh, wow. Yeah. You mean to tell me that they put this offense around Kelsey Mitchell and not Caitlin Clark? She's the highest paid player. Interesting. Because we haven't heard Stephanie White say anything about all the shots that Kelsey Mitchell has been taking. In or outside the offense. The only person she has not said a word to about how this offense is ran is Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark hit a couple threes, caught out shoot another one. Hey, Caitlin, hey, come sit by me. Come have a seat by me. You know what I'm saying? Sophie Cunningham hit 3-4 threes tonight. Hey, Kelsey, Sophie, come sit by me. Come sit by me. Bibi hit 2 straight threes back to back. Hey, pull my chair. Hey, come sit by me. Go have a sit by me. Kelsey Mitchell sitting there go 4 for 17. Shooting 20%. Kelsey keeps shooting there. I mean, eventually go. Shooters gotta shoot, baby. Shooters gotta shoot. 4 for 17. Shooting 16% for 3. 1 for 6 for 3. Keep shooting it, baby. Kelsey A.I. Mitchell. What Kelsey are we gonna get tonight? That's crazy. While Leah Boston is getting 6 shots. I mean, I apologize, Leah. You played like trash tonight, for real. You disappeared, but I understand if they only gonna get you 6 shots. They only gonna get you 6 shots. I mean, I understand. When Dante's getting more shots than you, man, Leslie Hole's out there. Leslie Hole, I don't know. I thought Leslie was shooting with her eyes closed. Leslie, I don't know what's going on with Leslie tonight. She used all her vision to. Leslie put all her vision into her outfit. Oh, she put so much in. I just want to put the picture up again. I'm sorry, guys. Just want to see the picture again. Leslie and Sophie. Caitlin told y'all, concentrate on the game, focus on the game. Y'all out here trying to match. Match tonight. But Leslie put all her effort into her outfits. She didn't put no thought in them shots. I thought Leslie would shoot with her eyes closed. Yeah. I mean, she was shooting shots that had no chance of going there. We're like, God, no, Leslie. And she was wide open. I'm talking about they were wide open shots. And Leslie was just like, she's already, one time Leslie shot the shot and started running. As soon as she shot it, she knew it was no way, it had no possibility of going in. 0%. 0%. But this is what we keep trying to tell you guys. This is what we've been telling Stephanie. This is what we've been telling all the media that kept, Beck, Peck, or whatever her name is. We've been telling Peck. We've been trying to tell all y'all. Jason Whitlock. We've been trying to tell all y'all. All these idiots that sit up and start talking about, the female better without Caitlin. And we looking at y'all like y'all sound ridiculous. What drugs have you been taking? And we're sitting watching the game objectively. They're trying to say that we're the problem. Oh, the Caitlin Clark media in there. These podcasters, these podcasters will have y'all not believe that Caitlyn is not that. That Caitlyn is great and their team is better without Caitlyn. Oh, we got the tape. We got the tape, Jason. We got the tape. You have a transcendent player, you let that transcendent player do their thing. They're going to raise the level of everyone else's play. The reason why Aaliyah Balsall is struggling because she's on the top of the scouting report now. The reason why Lexi Hall is struggles is because guess what? That rhythm that you can get in, those shots that you can hit, they're not there. And that's part of Stephanie's part. I'm gonna get Lexi. I'm gonna give you a pass too. All of this is really on Stephanie White. I'm saying like majority of this is on Stephanie White in the front office. Lynn Dunn, Amber Cox. It's all you guys. You know why? Because Stephanie White, they've been playing with Lexi Hall, pulling her in and out, not letting her get any consistency. Putting her in there on the toughest assignment. Hey, I told you, the wings ain't no joke. You gotta go out there and guard Sambley or either Kalia Copper. Bro, that ain't no joke. Those guys are two of the best players in the W. Sabli came in and shot 45%, 40 from three. Clear Copper struggled, but she still had a double points, 11 points. And it wasn't like, and let's be honest, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. If you look at the numbers, it's not like they played super duper well. Split the screen. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The Mercury didn't play like exceptional basketball. Can we swap it? They didn't play great basketball. And they gave it to you. Now we're without a point guard. Now we're without point guards. I think all our point guards are hurt. I think Caitlin's hurt. Mighty Mouse is hurt. Colston is hurt. We don't have any point guards on the team. Boy, if y'all say, man. Somebody said Kelson Mitchell. Boy. KM is AI. Incarnate. I just wonder what they're going to say now. The question is, what's going to be said now? Thank you guys for joining me. If you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe, man, on X, man, thank y'all so much on X. And then if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe on X, thank you for joining me. If you would like to come on, let me know what you think. I want to know what you guys think. Let's do something different. Let's turn the interview on and let me know what you think. How do you feel about it, chat? Let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Please, no purple dildos. Please don't come on over here. Put the link on. Let me know. If you want to come on, let me know how you feel. Let me know. You're ready to end the show. But let me know how you feel about it. Because at the end of the day, it's your show. Are you guys as disappointed as I am? They really need Caitlin Clark right now to bail them out. Just to be honest. At least she does say Sophie told him, hey, I'm way happier in Indiana than I was. AZ was good to me. You know, not DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner's like, hey, I found my happiness back here at the house. Back here at the house. You guys let me know. What you think? Sophie at least showed some emotion. Shout out to Sophie. She at least showed some fight back. We appreciate that, Sophie. She at least showed a little fight back. Everybody else took it. It's almost like they took the dildo to the face. Stop it. Let's just take it to the face. I think at the end of the day, it's going to be funny to see how this is going. I think right now we have an issue, and the issue is this team is how it's constructed. If you look at how the game is, if we just go back over how it went, Kelsey is exposed tonight. If Kelsey got a pass to be the facilitator, you're in trouble. You just want her to shoot. Sophie and Lexi duo, yeah. As Sophie had a good game, but hey, we need both of those lessons to come through. And they got outplayed by the Mercury Wings. Like I said earlier, Sophie just kept it from being a 50-point loss. Phoenix Mercury shot 44.2%, 34% from three, 15 turnovers, 44 rebounds. Like I said, they didn't have a great game. But the Mercury's wings destroyed the Fever's perimeter D. Alyssa Thomas tripled over a machine, ran the game like she was directing traffic. Bonner looked fresh, aggressive, and in playoff form. She looked like she could actually play again. Well, he's like, I thought Bonner was ready to go bye-bye and retire. But she actually looked ready to play tonight. Like she still had something left in the tank. And really what this loss means is the Fever dropped further in the playoff race. Without Caitlin, no real floor general. Team looks lost in the half-court sets. And because of the front office's reconstruction is definitely is in question. There's a lot of problems. The guard depth because of injury, and then because of the contrast, we can't get rid of Breonna Turner. Breonna Turner is, they say she's a legacy, so she can't get you can't release her. So you still have the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's Breonna Turner. Yep. So you still have the shot clock countdown. She'll still be on the bench. But we don't have any guard depth, no athletic wing. Their issue is glaring. And we cannot, listen to me closely. You cannot rush Caitlin Black. I know that's what y'all want to do. No. Let Caitlin sit there and let her heal. Let her heal. This is not worth the long-term health. Let it, Caitlin, do what New York told you. It's sad that New York, another team had to tell you this. It's sad Sabrina Ionescu and another players had to tell you, Caitlin, sit down and make sure you get totally healthy. And get totally healthy. Cassie Mitchell, limitations at PG. Aaliyah Boston, Kurt Stretch, she needs more paint dominant. She needs to get more touches. She needs to get more shots. She needs to look like the dominant player that she was. And I got to shout out Timmons. Timmons, listen. Timmons is going to be all right. That girl can jump. She's the only one. I was telling my wife today. I was like, listen. I said, babe, they didn't get Timmons in the game. I said, Howard ain't got it tonight. Put Timmons in. I'm sorry, Timpson. I can't say Timmons. Timpson. Put Timpson in. She was like, huh? I said, put Timpson in. She's athletic. She could jump with him. 2 for 3, 66. She shot 66%. Added a couple of rebounds and an assist. Also, Sophie Cunningham had a great game shooting tonight. It prevented an even uglier loss. But y'all leave in the comments and let me know in my closing. Is the Fever roster a contender with Caitlin healthy? Would you make a roster shakeup now? Well, you can't make one now. All you can do is hire some 7 days or Could we go get Kennedy Carter? That's a joke on this injury. Wait a minute. Wait. That's funny to me, boy. That's funny to me. Could we do the unthinkable? Could the Indiana Fever do the unthinkable? I have an idea. I have an idea of somebody we might get signed. I can't even say it with a straight face. I can't even say it with a straight face. I got an idea. Look, I got an idea who we get signed. Could we possibly? She's available. And you need some toughness in a bucket. Listen, you need some toughness, and you need a bucket. That's what you need. You need some toughness in the bucket. So my question is, could we possibly think about signing Kennedy Carter? Could we possibly sign? Could that be a possibility? You know what I'm saying? Look at Indiana. I Listen, you get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? She's a bucket. She can bring the ball up. So I lost three viewers when I said that. That's hilarious. It was a joke, guys. It wasn't serious. I was being sarcastic. But it's a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Could we possibly sign Kennedy Carter? You know what I'm saying? That would be like the craziest signing of all time right there. You know what I'm saying? And we bought in Kennedy Carter because we need a point guard. We need a guard. We need somebody who can score. All right? Just think for a minute now. Kennedy Carter, Aaliyah Boston, Timpson. Oh, nobody's messing with us. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Then when Caitlin comes back, Caitlin, Kennedy, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, that took me right there. That took me right there. Could we sign Kennedy Carter? That would be, when I said that would be headline news, that would be headline news if the Indiana Fever signed it. Kennedy Carter. She's available. Man, this is crazy. I think right now I'm disappointed in the loss. All is not lost, though. All is not lost. I don't think we need to go too crazy. If you're Indiana GM, what's the fix? PG, athletic wing, or size? And we really need both. We really need some size down low. Then we can move Aaliyah to the 4. I think Aaliyah is more effective as a 4 than a center. Right? I think when she plays center, I think she gets more. Now when she's playing like, a smaller center like she was tonight. Well, even the girl tonight was giving Aaliyah the business now. You know what I'm saying? She was down there. She was pounding with Aaliyah tonight. I think Aaliyah's better if she's playing that 4. Move her to the 4 and allow, you're going to have to get a big down low. You're going to have to get another big down low. Because you're gonna get with size. When we get to the playoffs, you're going to deal with size. You got Brittany Griner. Look at the top teams. Brittany Griner, Jaquel Jones. You're going to deal with size. The 6'6" young lady Malago for Seattle, you're going to deal with size. Cameron Brink, if LA makes it. So you have to get some size. What are we going to pay Timpson? We're going to pay Timpson a lot. Listen, man, thank you guys so much tonight for rocking with me. Please hit that like and subscribe. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. Indiana got some figuring out to do. I can't believe y'all with me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate you guys. They got some figuring out to do right now. Game job. Everybody's talking about. I try to legitimately tell you guys, hey man, chill out. I see some things. Oh, that I'm like, hell, I see some things. So your homie come in your house with a mask gonna lock you down like I was a coach, this is what I would do. Boy, if you want, we'll bomb rush your cranium. And one thing I would do, hey, I would put bigs on. I would keep the Caitlin. We back outside, so let's expose. All they did was went back to the Caitlin, the Caitlin defense. We're gonna put a big athletic guard on. And nobody was doing this. Everybody's putting their shortest player on arm. And I was like, why? All they did was this. They did cake. They went to tonight. You got a glimpse of what Caitlin sees when Caitlin plays. The intensity, the defense. And listen, the young ladies came out. They were determined. And I mean determined. They let you know from early that this is off the rip. Another 20-point loss, but they was in that game. I watched that game. Came on before. They was in that game. And you got, listen, Cardoso's starting to come into form. I feel like they went away from Cardoso at the end of the game. That's how come Atlanta kind of took over. But Random could get a heater quick. So you play the Sky tomorrow at 8. Tomorrow night at 8. So we'll be talking about that. Listen, join me tomorrow. Later today, we'll be talking about the Shadur, giving you ready for the Shadur Bowl tonight. Preseason game. That's hilariously funny to me. How y'all think Shadir gonna do? Y'all think you gonna ball out or you gonna? It's gonna be interesting. You got a couple of games to get right now. You got the Chicago game, and then I think we played Dallas. So we got a couple of games to get this thing together. Couple of games. And you play Sky, then you play the Wings on Tuesday. So you got a couple of days to kind of get everything back together. Then you play the Mystics, and the Mystics is kind of reeling a little bit without Slim. The Mystics got like 3 first-round drafts. The way the Mystics can set up their team next year is crazy. They can get the Mystics could possibly have their starting lineup could possibly have Flage, Citron, and Airfim in the same with what's her name, Malago? She's hurt. I forgot the young girl that's hurt. She hurt herself. She's a baller too. The point guard that hurt herself. She's a top pick last year, but she ended up having I think Achilles or something. I don't know, ACL. She tore her ACL, MCL. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes now. Wings, Fever, Sun. So you got 3 games you should win, but then that gauntlet after then is a gauntlet. Listen to me now. You gotta win all 3 of these. You can't slip. You got the Sky, the Wings, the Mystics, and then after the Mystics and the Suns. Now the Mystics gonna be a tough game. But you got the Sky, you should win. The Wings, you should win. Mystics gonna be tough, but then you got the Fever. You got the Sun, you should win. Right? Connecticut. But then after there, you got a gauntlet because you got the Lynx twice, back to back. Right? Then you got the Storm. Then you play the Sparks again. Then you play the Valkyries. Then you play the Mercury again. Then you got to easy one with the Sky. Then you play the Mystics, who will be playing for a playoff spot at that time. And then you end the season with the Lynx. So that next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games is gonna be tough. And they're saying projecting that Caitlin won't be back until possibly the second Lynx game or the Storm game. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this team bounces back, how they deal with the fact that they don't have a point guard right now. Injuries is and we're gonna see if this Miyagi offense and Stephanie White, she's gonna earn her money this next couple of weeks, these next few games. So we'll see how this goes. Listen, I appreciate everyone. If you enjoyed the show, please, if you're on X, hit that like and hit that follow. Thank you for those who've been following me so far. If you're on X, hit that like and follow. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell. See when your boy come back live. Listen, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are changing my life one day at a time, and I appreciate you so much for it. I don't take it lightly that you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning talking to me. He's late live. I finally caught. Listen, Vic. Listen, VIP. Listen, man. I did one earlier today. I'm gonna do another one earlier tomorrow. Okay. Catch you tomorrow. I'm gonna do another one early tomorrow. Okay. So check me out. VIP Cadet. Listen, check me out. You finally caught me streaming. I appreciate it, VIP. VIP, boy. I'm sleeping. I'm ready to go to bed. Hey, you guys have a great night. It's your boy KD. Y'all be blessed. I'm out. Peace.
Your homie come in your house with a mask, gon' lock you down like COVID. But all we carry is Soviet. Boy, if you want, we'll bomb rush your cranium down to the red meat. But we understand that it's not flesh and blood, but we fight against principality. We back outside, so let's expose what the wrong man still acting like I was on my mama titty. Talking about rolling with that thing in my city. Rolling up with them jump out boys. Oh, really? But you almost 50 Viagra and Beijing cling. Bumping to the young boy with little baby dreams. Oh, what a pity, I've been cold since birth. Anointed before I took my first step on this earth. Order my birth date is 1118. So I was born unashamed to pray. Never flip, had a word in my heart, but I still keep that blick. Keep running your mouth. I'm modified, make a switch.
Come back for more bold takes, where truth wears a crown.
Flex on King Joe, B.I.G. Now watch me flex. What you flexing for? It ain't about a dollar.